Good morning, children. Welcome back to our history class. Today, I am going to teach you the chapter 12, that is Progression of the Empire. Let us start with the introductions. Till now, we have learned about the rise of Maratha power and its expansions. We studied the development from the foundation of the Swaraj till its expansions into an empire. In this chapter, we take a brief review of the Sardar families who gave their valuable contribution for expanding the Maratha kingdom in the northern part of India. Understood, children? Till now, what we learn about the Maratha power expansions, its development, and for the foundation of the Swaraj. But in this chapter, how the Sardar families took a great valuable contribution for expanding the Maratha power in the northern part of India, that we are going to learn in this chapter. Let us start now. This is the Holkar of Hindor. Malara Holkar. You can see in the pictures, the picture is Malara Holkar picture. Now Malara Holkar was the founder of the Holkar rule in Indore. He was the ruler of Indore. He had served the Maratha state for a long time. He was ruling the Maratha kingdom for a long time. He was well versed in guerrilla warfare. He proved his value in the northern campaign of the Marathas at the time of Bajirao I and Nanasaheb Peshwa. He was instrumental in establishing Maratha supremacy in Malwa and Rajputana and reviving the Maratha prestige in the northern after the defeat of Panipat. After the defeat of the Panipat, Malara Holkar took a great effort for running the administrations of the Maratha kingdom. Now next children, she is the Ailabai Holkar, saved the Maratha kingdom after the death of Malara Holkar. Let us see now Punyashlok Ailabai Holkar. Ailabai Holkar was the wife of Khanderao, who was the son of Malara Holkar. Khanderao died in the Battle of Khumberi. After a few days, Malara Holkar also passed away. After the death of Malara Holkar, she took over the reins of Indore administration. Now, Hailabai was a Khanderao wife and Khanderao was the son of Malara Holkar. In the Battle of Khumberi, Khanderao died. As the son passed, Malara Holkar was very upset and soon he also passed away. Now husband and father-in-law both died. Now Hailabai Holkar, she took the in charge for running the administrations of the Maratha power. Now let us see how she ran the administration with great effort. She made new laws for agriculture and revenue collections. She brought new laws for agriculture and for the revenue collection also. She stored for digging wells, building lakes, tanks, temple, guards, maths, dharmshalas, drinking water facilities at places of pilgrimage. She looked into judicial matters personally and had great love for books. She ruled Indore. Ably for 28 years, she ruled Maharashtra and brought peace and order to her kingdom and made her people happy. Yashwantrao Holkar tried to save the Maratha kingdom when it was on the decline. Like this, Punya Ahilyabai was a great leader, we can say. After the death of Malara, she took great in charge for running the kingdom of Maratha power. Now next one we can see the Bhonsle of Nagpur. He was Raghuji Bhonsle. The Bhonsle of Nagpur. Parsoji was given the Jagir of Varat and Godwan during the region of Shahu Maharaj. Among the Bhonsle of Nagpur, Rahuji was the bravest and most capable to broad the area surrounded Trichurapalli and Arcot in the south under the Maratha dominance. Shahu Maharaj had assigned to him the Chautai rights of Bengal, Bihar, and Odisha. He brought this territory under the Maratha dominance. After that, in 1751 CE, the Bhonsle of Nagpur won the Odisha territory from Ali Warad Khan. Till 1803 CE, the Maratha dominated the Odisha. Now the next one is the Shinde of Gwalior. Bajirao I had rightly judged the capability of Ranoji Shinde and made him a Sardar in the north. Looking to his capabilities, he made the Sardar. After Ranoji's death, his son Jayappa and Dattaji and Madaji two proved their valor the northern rule in the Maratha the Maratha rule in the North India. After that death of Ranoji, who took in charge? His son Jayappa Dattaji, Jayappa, Dattaji and Madaji. These three took the in charge. Peshwa Madhavrao confirmed the family title of Madaji. Madaji was a brave general and an astute statesmanship. Madaji was an instrumental in re-establishing the Maratha supremacy and prestige in the North India after Malara's defeat at Panipat. After the Maratha defeat at Panipat, Madaji took very great effort for saving Maratha kingdom. He is the Madaji Shinde. He realized that guerrilla tactics of the Maratha would not be suitable for the warfare in the plans of the north. He trained his army and modernized his artillery under the guidance of French military expert. His name is De Bourguin. With the help of this trained army, he subdued the Rohillas, the Jats, the Rajputs, and the Bundela. The British began to take interest in the politics at Delhi when they felt that Maratha might have become weak after the Battle of Panipat. They managed to get Diwani right of Bengal province and wanted to capture the Emperor of Delhi. In these adverse circumstances, Madaji Shinde defeated the British and reinstated the emperor of the throne. The emperor was pleased with his bravery and confirmed the title of Vakil i Multak. It means the chief agent of the emperor upon him, which meant that he had the authority of civil and military rights. Due to this, the Maratha gained full control of the empire. It was very difficult to save the tottering empire. Madaji managed the difficult affairs with a strong determination and looked after the Delhi affairs during 1784 CE to 1794 CE. Now let us see, children. After that, these all things, Nazib Khan was responsible for Panipat battle, as you all know. Till now, the years of Najib Khan responsible for the Panipat battle were still plotting against the Maratha in Rohilkhand. Najib Khan's grandson Ghulam Qadir captured the Red Fort and tortured the emperor and his begums for their wealth. In these circumstances, Madaji defeated Khadir. He regained all the wealth from him and returned it to the empire. The Madhaji recovered the Maratha prestige which was lost after the Battle of Panipat. He controlled the politics of India by putting the emperor under the Maratha control. Due to the family feuds amongst the Peshwa, Raghunath Rao opted to go to British with the help of the British camp. He wanted to obtain a Peshwa position. With the help of the British, it was not acceptable to the Maratha statements. This led to inevitable conflict between the Maratha and the British. The conflict between the two great powers, the Maratha and the British, would finally decide it. Who will rule the India would be. Now Peshwa, he is the Peshwa Raghunath Rao. Because of him, the British has entered in our country. From Mumbai, the British marched. From Mumbai, the British marched on the Marathas via Borghat. The Marathas army gathered under the leadership of Madaji Shinde. The Marathas blocked the supply of food grains to the British using guerrilla tactics. Both the armies met off Vodega on today's Pune Mumbai road, that is. The British were defeated in this battle and were forced to surrender the custody of Raghunath Rao to Maratha. Delhi was under the Marathas' control till 1803 CE. When we note that the British conquered India after the battle with Marathas, we understand the importance of Madaji achievement. After settling in order the affairs of Delhi, Madaji came to Pune, where a memorial is built to him. Like Shinde, the Holkar, and the Bhonsles, some other prominent Maratha Sardar also rendered noteworthy service to the Maratha Raj. Now Shinde Chhatrapati Vanawadi Pune. This is the important navy fort. Shinde Chhatri Vanawadi Pune. The navy raised by Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by whom? Kanoji Angre and his son Tulaji. With this strong navy, they contained the naval powers of the Portuguese, the British, and the Siddhis. They defended the coastline of the Maratha state. Now, the second point is the Khandirao Dhabde and his son Trimbak Rao laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat. After the death of Khandirao, his wife Umabai routed the Mughal Sardar of Ahmedabad. She conquered the fort there. Later, the Gaikwad made Vadodara in Gujarat a seat of their power. The powers of Dhar and Divas, Madhya Pradesh, rendered valuable resistance to the Shindes and the Holkars in the expansion of Maratha power in the north. The Maratha states was in disarray after the death of Peshwa Madhav Rao. Nana Fadnavis, the famous administrators of the Peshwa and a Maratha statesman, get right to affairs of the states with the help of Madaji. While Madaji was busy restoring the Maratha supremacy in the North India, managed the affairs of the South India. In this, he was helped by the Patwardhan Haripad Phadke, the Rastes, and other Sardars. As a result of these, Maratha supremacy was establishing in the north also. Now, pillars of Maratha power: the Holkar of Indore, Bhonsle of Nagpur, Shindes of Gwalior, and Gaikwad of Vadodara. These are all the four pillars of the Maratha power. They brought glory to the Maratha power on the basis of their value, leadership quality, and capability. They were the pillars of the Maratha power in its last pass. The Maratha Sardar were successful in establishing the influence of the Maratha power both in North and South India. After the death of Madaji Shinde and Nana Fadnavis, the Maratha began to wane. Maratha began to decline. At the time of Bajirao II, the son of Raghunath Rao was the Peshwa, and he did not have leadership qualities, and he had many vices. He was unable to unite the Maratha Sardars. The internal strife between the Sardar weakened their power. During the region of Bajirao II, the Maratha influence in the north and south waned further. The British replaced the Maratha. The British captured Pune in the year 1817 CE and hoisted their flag Union Jack. There in 1880 CE, the British defeated Maratha in the Battle of Asti in Solapur district, and finally Maratha power came to an end. The Maratha power ended fully. This event marks a major change in the history of India. After this, the British managed to gain control over a major part of India. India came into contact with the Western world that led to many changes in India social system. Many of the old things become redundant or were pushed aside. This was a major transformations, a major change took place. The medieval period of Indian history came to an end and the modern period started beginning. Next children, review of the important points. Let us review the important points from this lesson. Now, the founder of Holkar rule. Who is the founder of Holkar rule? Malara Holkar was the founder of Holkar rule. An expert in guerrilla warfare is Malara Holkar was the expert in guerrilla warfare. Wife of Khande Rao. Hailabai Holkar was the wife of Khande Rao. Died in the battle of Kumberi. Khande Rao died in the battle of Kumberi. Among us, the Bhonsle, the most capable and brave Maratha leader was who? Rahoji. Rahoji was the among us the Bhonsles, the most capable and brave Maratha Sardar was Rahoji. Raghuji. The sixth one, she was a capable ruler, had statesmanship and was a great administrator. That person, she was Ailabai. After Ranoji's death, his son proved their value and strengthened the Maratha rule. His sons were Jayappa, Dattaji and Madaji, Raghoji's son. The French military expert who trained the Maratha army and updated artillery. That person's name was D. Bogi. Title confirmed to Madaji Shinde was Vakil-e-Mutlaq. Next point children, Mataji died at Vanawadi near Pune. The Maratha power declined after the death of Mataji and Nana Fadnavis. The Navy Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was fortified by Kanoji Angre and Tulaji Angre. Laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat, that is Khande Rao Dhabade. Wife of Khande Rao was Uma Bhai, who fought the battle with Mughal Sardar at Ahmedabad. She was Uma Bhai. Supporters of Nana Fadnavis in the north, Patwardhan, Haripant Padke and Rastes. They were the supporters of Nana Fadnavis at the time of administration ruling in the southern part. Strong pillars of Maratha power, Holkar of Indore, the Bhonsle of Nagpur, the Shindis of Gwalior and the Gaikwad of Vadodara. Supporters of Nana Fadnavis in the south. Okay children, these are the Patwardhan, Haripant, Padke and Raste said. Four strong pillars of Maratha power, the Holkar of Indore, Bhonsle of Nagpur, Shindis of Gwalior and the Gaikwad of Vadodara. The navy of Shivaji Maharaj was strengthened by Kanoji Angre. These are the answer. Now next important points, who laid the foundation of Maratha power in Gujarat? Who laid the foundation of the Maratha power in Gujarat? Khande Rao Dhabde and his son Trimbakran. Okay, who did not have any leadership quality? Raghunath Rao, son, who became the Peshwa. He did not have the leadership quality. The Maratha power completely declined during the reign of Peshwa Bajirao II. The Maratha rule ended in 1818 CE. The British defeated the Marathas in the Battle of Asti in Solapur district. The British hoisted the flag, that is Union Jack flag. Thank you children. Our lesson ended with this. Revise the lesson. We will meet with a new lesson. Thank you.